Welcome back to CarCulturestate. Anjali Lama's journey is not just inspiring. It's revolutionary. Born in a small village in Nepal as Naban Waiba, she would one day become a trailblazer in the fashion world, breaking norms and redefining representation. This is the story of courage, resilience, and the unstoppable will to live one's truth. Growing up in Nuwakot, Nepal, Anjali faced challenges that most of us can't begin to imagine. From an early age, she felt out of place in her own skin. As a child assigned male at birth, she struggled with gender dysphoria, though at the time, she didn't even have the words to describe what she was going through. All she knew was that something didn't feel right. Her teenage years were filled with confusion, bullying, and social isolation. Anjali's femininity made her a target, not just among peers, but even within her own family. The pressure to conform, to suppress her identity, was relentless. But deep down, she knew who she was. That conviction kept her going. After finishing high school, Anjali moved to Kathmandu. It was in the capital city that her journey towards self-acceptance began to take form. She came into contact with Blue Diamond Society, an organization working for LGBTQ+ rights in Nepal. This was a turning point. Through them, she discovered the language and support she needed to understand herself better. It was also the place where she learned about transgender identity and began her transition. But being transgender in Nepal isn't easy. While the country has made strides in recognizing third gender identities legally, socially the acceptance is still limited. Anjali faced immense discrimination and was rejected from several modeling opportunities just because of her gender identity. But she never gave up. She started doing small modeling gigs and photo shoots. Slowly but surely, she built a portfolio. Her determination was unshakable. In 2009, she walked her first runway at a local fashion show in Kathmandu. It was a modest beginning, but for Anjali, it was proof that her dreams were possible. She set her sights higher. Her goal was to break into international fashion. That's when she made a bold move. She decided to try out for Lakme Fashion Week in India. In 2016, she applied but was rejected. The reason wasn't clear, but Anjali suspected her gender identity played a role. That rejection could have broken anyone's spirit. But not hers. She worked harder, improved her skills, and went back the following year. In 2017, she made history as the first transgender model to walk the runway at Lakme Fashion Week. It was a moment that not only changed her life, but also sent shockwaves through the South Asian fashion industry. Anjali's presence on that runway wasn't just about fashion. It was about representation. For thousands of transgender youth in South Asia, she became a symbol of hope, someone who had broken through the barriers and shown that it was possible to be yourself and succeed. Since then, her career has continued to grow. She's worked with major fashion designers and walked in shows across the globe. From India to Paris, her face has become a powerful reminder that the world of fashion is evolving, albeit slowly. She has also appeared in international campaigns and magazine covers, bringing visibility to issues of gender identity and inclusion. But Anjali's influence goes far beyond the catwalk. She's a vocal advocate for transgender rights and mental health awareness. Through interviews, public talks, and social media, she has shared her story in the hope that it will help others. She wants young people, especially those struggling with their identity, to know they're not alone. What sets Anjali apart is not just her beauty or elegance, though she has both in abundance. It's her strength, her refusal to accept society's limitations, her courage to stand tall in spaces where she was once unwelcome. Her journey is a reminder that the most powerful kind of beauty is authenticity. For a transgender woman from a rural village in Nepal to become an international fashion icon is no small feat. It's a story that challenges stereotypes, defies odds, and invites us all to think more deeply about inclusion and acceptance. She has carved a space not just for herself, but for all those who are still fighting to be seen. And through it all, she has remained grounded. Despite her fame, Anjali frequently talks about her roots and the importance of family, community, and purpose. She has shown that being a role model doesn't require perfection. It requires honesty, compassion, and the bravery to show up as your true self, no matter the cost. Anjali Lama is more than a model. She is a movement. She is a beacon for change in a world that too often tries to silence those who are different. Her story reminds us that transformation, in every sense of the word, is possible. Not just for individuals, but for societies too. So the next time you see her name in a headline or her image on a runway, remember where she came from. Remember the courage it took for her to step into the spotlight. And remember that stories like hers are changing the world, one runway at a time. If you found this story as inspiring as we did, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to CarCulturestate, and share it with someone who needs a reminder that anything is possible when you follow your truth.